throughout all of the constant back and forth with trying to get the beta to load, to make sure that I'm on the right schedule, to it actually loading properly, to me making my Square Enix account the right way so I can play this damn game to begin with, I'm finally able to bring it to you. And I understand it may be slightly after the hype has died down, but the game ain't out yet, and I haven't said my piece. So, here we go. Initially, I mean, it looks alright. Alright is about the best I can give it. Like, there's some things that look cool. Like, look at that. Like, yeah. See that spit in the Hulk's mouth? Look at that. It's detail. Even his tongue is green. I don't know why everything has to be green, but, you know. We got that. We got Hulk. We got Thor. You know. I've seen better looking Lightning. I'm nitpicking, but that's because I've played through the set piece that we got. And I'm currently at this part where I'm playing as Hulk and Kamala. Definitely glad I didn't pre-order to give that falsified sale, as well as get early access, because that just seems skeezy. But it's speaking for itself. I figured I can go ahead and let the gameplay kind of show what it's doing, but I suppose with the title of this, I should explain why. After playing the set piece on the Golden Gate Bridge, or whatever bridge that was, I can say that some of the characters just don't feel that good to have. They don't feel that optimized. The game doesn't feel optimized. I was kind of lightly making dry humor jokes at this loading screen, showing everyone doing their thing, you know, yelling, grabbing things, catching things, posing. But it just seems to be that all flash, no substance. The only people that really feel good to play with in this game, oddly enough, I feel like my answer kind of varies from what I've heard normally thus far. A lot of people like Black Widow, or they like, you know, Thor and everything, but I kind of didn't like Black Widow, Thor, or Iron Man. They felt too floaty, like there wasn't a lot of weight behind their hits. Like, it was just kind of the animation being filled in. I don't know. I didn't really feel like the character. It didn't feel like a power fantasy. Like, I understand with the nature of this type of game, it's probably going to feel semi-generic to a degree, but I should be able to, I guess, feel like the character that I'm embodying. Everyone, you know, took a couple of hits to knock out your basic enemy. Everyone had to, you know, have their little cinematic flair, but in the end, like, look at that. 4 hits for a random dude in an AIM suit as the Hulk. I'm just not feeling it. I'm really not. Like, the flight with both Thor and Iron Man alone was also pretty lackluster. Left something to be desired. Didn't really feel like I was maneuvering. It felt more like I was on rails. Oh, okay, here we go. Activate my rage. Super strong hits. Why am I getting tanked as the Hulk? The game's on the hardest difficulty. I will say that. I'm doing this so I can get a general feel for the experience. And I don't know. I've played better. After, like, kind of coming off of Spider-Man and the DLC and all of that, I don't feel inclined to play a game that gives me a lackluster hero experience. And sure, this is still the beginning, so there's not a ton of depth with the skill builds yet, but it just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. It definitely just feels like a brawler that had a decent amount of money pumped into it, but not the proper amount of money, maybe not the full amount. I don't know if they're cutting corners. I'm not really sure. I feel how her face looks. Why didn't we just get a Fantastic Four game instead of knock off A-Day random powers Kamala, whatever her name is. Okay. Find Olympia. Defeat all AIM forces. Alright. That's another thing. The whole first mission, sure, there were some interesting moments, but they were all QTEs. Every single one of them. I understand it's supposed to be cinematic. It's supposed to have the feel of the movies. It's supposed to, you know, be larger than life. You're the Avengers, Earth's mightiest heroes. But I feel like I would be a bit more inclined to feel mighty if everything I did was of my own volition, not because I held square long enough, because I held triangle, because I tapped square 4 times, because I did the button prompt that it gave me. Like, it's all very scripted. And once again, it might just be tutorial vibes. I know there's a wealth of content to have with this, but first impressions are the most important, are they not? And the first impressions that I got from this are kind of just middling. Nothing stood out, nothing caught my eye, nothing was like, oh man, okay, never mind, I was wrong. Let me hop on here and make sure that I sing this game's praises, because this is gonna be contender for Game of the Year. I think this is just gonna be contender for a game in the year at this point. Like, alright, cool. And maybe say I'm being nitpicky with this, but I didn't elaborate into it too much. I don't feel like these characters. I shouldn't be taking any hits from tiny garbage plebs like this is the Hulk. It's not a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. We've seen how he's been taught to be, and this is supposed to be a fully in control banner at this point. Things feel grindy. I don't feel powerful. I feel like I'm being forced to partake in an arcade grind that I didn't really ask for, and I'm not getting the whole trip that comes along with games like this. Oh, die. I mean, the soundtrack sounds cinematic-esque. Stranglehold, heroic ready. Alright, cool. Alright, let me see. Let's beat this mech up. Like, everything kind of feels clunky.
I have to.
I mean, seriously, like, looks, it's nothing fascinating. It's not bad either. Oh, okay, I got a run sequence. Alright, cool. A little bit of minor diversity. No. What? Why does the Hulk's back look almost genuinely a little gross? Alright, this is the part where I play with her. Yo, if all of her only strength is super stretchiness, does she have, like, hyper endurance? Like, someone in the comments, please educate me on what she does. But does she have, like, endurance, super strength? Is it just when you make your body giant, like, you don't really worry about things like that anymore? X to swing or grab onto ledges. $10 says it's how Spider-Man swings. Alright, alright. Ooh, I got a heavyweight blitz insignia.
Right, the switches. Get on it, Kamala.
Kamala, okay, yeah. Where's my, like... Why does everything kind of have a weird... That's a weird blur effect. Anyway, let's see. Press X right there. I'm supposed to hold this here. Like that. I have that weird little blur effect. Why so... Doop. Hopped up there. Alright. Yoink. That was weird. Okay. Alright, what else? Oh, I'm going over here. It's not so much of a jump as it is a long step. Ah, yeah. Did she just flip the switch? Considering I started after this, after the main A-Day event, and those that don't know, Captain America dies, so the Avengers are disassembled, And the whole point is this chick is trying to do everything she can to bring her heroes back together, so that way they can relive their glory days and save the world from AIM. It's literally a civil war and disassembled storyline for the umpteenth time. Instead of giving us something like unique and wild, like, you know, Gore the God Butcher, or Ragnarok, if they're going to put Thor in here and they want something larger than life with expansive ways to consistently bring in new people and have ever-changing environments. They could have taken us to Asgard. They could have had like a Doom storyline. I mean, I know the Fantastic Four is kind of a weird group to get a hold of because of contractual reasons, but a world-ending problem like Doom and Latveria would have been cool. Okay, so we're just gonna keep flipping switches. Alright. Okay. I have super strength. I can't just bust through that door? Alright, there we go. Let's go over here. Doot. I'm just saying, they got a whole catalog of stories that they could have done. They could have done, like, the multiverse is shattering. We have like a what if scenario going on. All the different potential possibilities are popping up everywhere. That would have given perfect reason to have, oh, her death. Or not. Oh, y'all didn't see this earlier, but when I fell off as the Hulk, it didn't just restart me. That counted as a full-on death. I guess her stretchiness gives her the ability to not have that be a thing. Wouldn't the Hulk super jumps also allow the same thing? Lame. Come here. Where's my grab with her? She just... Nah, I like Luffy's better. Let's see. Dude. Swing. Hop over here. This really is a majority of the game. It's go to pointless objective to pointless objective, and then beat up a bunch of people in a room. After that, you know, you get your other Avenger, and I'm sure this might be more fun and more enjoyable with another person, but I mean, does getting bored together make a game better? I don't know. Whoop. Yoink. Yeah, they need to fix that. Okay. Nice. I like that these guys will blast the Hulk when they're trying to murder the Avengers regardless, but they're taking it easy on her with grenades. Okay. Activate the secondary to open the gear screen. Okay. Then there's this system. I figured I'd wait for a prompt. They give you plenty. So you get these convoluted, like, you got your gear, your skills. Like, okay. The objective, reassemble. Then there's all these other ones, and then whatever's going to end up being DLC. So let's see what we got here. We got bands. Don't have none. Not yet. Okay. Let's put that on. Does that not change? Doesn't change the look. Heard about that. I thought maybe somebody was wrong. Level 9. Level 6. Is there any difference? No, it's the same thing. Okay. We got cosmetics. You know, you got all the different outfits you can get. Super famous, double stitched, and everybody has this. So, you know, your cool little unlockables to make your Avenger your own. You know, you got data files, audio files, your typical collectibles. Let's see what skills we got. The usual. Okay. No skill points yet. Intrinsic polymorph. Right, okay, so I made myself stronger. I've done both the things. Oh, that's the one I didn't do yet. So what is this, one more wave of enemies? I gotta do the same thing a third time? Yeah, no, I ain't feeling this, Mr. Krabs.
Get to that switch. need to see what's in that
It's literally the exact same thing, and you're going to be able to do it with different groups of people or the same person over and over. If you don't have a friend to play this with, I strongly suggest not buying this game, unless you are just the epitome of this little goofy broad right here and you're a super fan. I see no purpose to getting it. There's much better games to spend your money on at the end of the life of a new console. Sorry, the end of the life of a 8-year-old console. And I just don't think this is it. I think you should save your money for Cyberpunk. I think you should borrow this from a friend that doesn't like it, because it's bound to happen. This is not going to be a smash hit. You know, go ahead and cop Ghost of Tsushima. Try something different if you never played anything like that before. You know, play one of the last exclusives and get The Last of Us. Like, you know, a lot of people wouldn't like it, but it's supposed to be a hallmark, so... Ooh, Embiggen. Name is stupid. I don't know. With how egregiously... What's the word? Heavily monetized this is going to be, probably. With character packs for every character, along with the whole DLC bit, and it being games as a live service, and the fact that it's going to be primarily sustained through these microtransactions they're hoping we buy. I just see this being a money sink that we may or may not end up getting shafted with when the new console comes out. Like, I haven't heard anything, and once again, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I haven't heard anything about this game being supported and carried over and transferred into the next gen. Like, is this going to be something that they're going to put on there? Is it going to be something that I should even bother with? Should I just wait until the Game of the Year edition with everything for free comes out because I don't want to be an idiot? Like, it just looks bad. The tying to the Epic Store, the tying to the Ubisoft account, oh, don't forget to just go ahead and buy now. Do you want to just preview, buy now, play the demo? No. I want to make sure you're not going to shaft me. And hope, like, what is this?
From Pepper to Tony.
From Pepper to Tony.
Freaking out right now, but I'm freaking out. Tony Stark's guitar.
I'm not freaking out at Tony Stark's guitar. Also, why doesn't Cap have this? If they've been the Avengers,
Cap's first shield.
Cap's first shield.
This was on display at A-Day. You don't open a secret passageway, do you?
Right, another arbitrary chest to open. And nah. Oh, shield, cool. I don't know.
What's over here?
I tried to go ahead and, you know, show you guys a little bit of everything. I don't want to keep you on this stream forever, because quite frankly, I don't really feel myself having fun with this.
Okay, sure.
I've made up better Avengers stories with friends. I've seen more compelling scenarios and graphic novels, and I mean the stakes of Captain America being killed off rip. I know it's a red herring. It's probably not going to last. He's a playable character in the game, so you're pulling me in with pointless stakes that I know won't go anywhere, and you're probably not going to have a big gut-wrenching punch like Spider-Man did at the end to actually change the status quo and make the next game significantly different. They took something from the mythos of it, and they turned it on its head. I'm not going to give that spoiler away for those that haven't. Oh, play Spider-Man instead if you want an Avengers game. Get one of the most iconic Avengers and a significantly better game made for him, and enjoy that. But don't bother with this. Seriously, just get it from someone else. Or see if it takes a year or less for it to come out free on the marketplace. With that being said, this is the Video Game Guru. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. Tell me if I'm totally wrong. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't, though. I'm gonna go ahead and hop onto something fun. Y'all have a great evening. Alright.